BBC Three Counties Radio.
Text
07760 173737.
07760 173737.
20 minutes past 9, and it is the 9 o'clock show from BBC Three Counties Radio. The government's announced its 10-year drug strategy. Now, one of the aims will be to prevent young people from becoming drug misusers. Chris Evans is the Technical Director of Drug Aware, which sells drug tests to parents and companies. Chris, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You never thought you'd see the day that parents would be coming to you and saying, I think I'm going to have my children, I want to check them for if they're taking drugs. Did you think you'd see that day, Chris?
Well, it's not been something we've particularly targeted. We've always focused on dealing with the NHS, drug treatment centres, hospitals, GPs and companies and so on, but it certainly has been an increasing trend over the last 2 or 3 years.
What's that conversation like then between yourselves and the parents that are really concerned about their kids?
Yes, well, we do get quite a lot of calls, of course, because we offer free technical support, but it generally, obviously, is from a position of concern. A lot of people are looking at deterrent, but quite a lot of parents that are calling us are actually dealing with adult children rather than sort of adolescents.
Do you think that it should be more done to prevent children taking drugs in the first place, so that you are like the last resort, Chris?
I would certainly say so, and I think this is certainly an increasing issue. One of the things that really brought this to a head in our minds was a recent survey carried out in Scotland. They surveyed 23,000 school children, and they found that 27% of 15-year-olds have already used illegal drugs. And they were saying that 9% of 13-year-olds have. So obviously, in those instances, a quarter of parents of 15-year-olds are already too late.
There'll be people listening to this right now, and I've got two lads, 24 and 22, Chris.
Right.
And I've asked them when they go out, do you see drugs? And of course they say, yeah, we see them. And you say, you don't take them, and you trust them to say, no, we don't take them, but you don't know, do you?
No, absolutely not. I mean, based on British Crime Survey statistics, anywhere from sort of 2000 upwards, it works out around about 49% of 16 to 29-year-olds have used an illegal drug in the last year. So, that's almost half of all, these young people. So obviously this is a major issue, and, providing any kind of deterrent is obviously a good thing. A lot of parents, when they are testing their children, it's not so much, a trust issue. I mean, some people wonder whether testing is undermining trust, whereas in actual fact, a lot of the parents that we deal with, they're using testing as a measure to rebuild trust in a relationship because it's already damaged from the lies and the problems that have come about from drug use.
But surely it can also bring about the end of your relationship, because so much of this is about communication, and if the child thinks, well, I'm being tested as if I were a criminal already, that's it, isn't it?
Well, I mean, obviously that's a major issue, and there has to be, open cooperation and good communication throughout the whole process. Quite often, this comes actually from the child's perspective because of the issues with drug use. They're trying to prove to their parents and significant others that they are either free of drugs or that that's the direction they're wanting to move in. So generally, as long as it's used in a positive way, which in our experience it generally is, it's generally a good thing.
Last one for you, Chris. I just wanted to ask you this one. Is the government, they've announced this 10-year strategy, somebody who works in the side of things that you work in, do you get the feeling that maybe a lot of us have, that the government haven't got a Scooby-Doo what to do about drugs?
It's an extraordinarily difficult situation. I mean, nobody really knows the true answer to this. Obviously, this particular strategy has come out with a number of harsher sanctions in relation to drugs and alcohol. In relation to potentially stopping people's benefits or seizing drug dealers' assets and various other things. And I think it's a step that they've taken to try and drastically change the ongoing situation. Now, whether it's going to go in the right direction or not is another matter. I mean, I have seen statistics saying that only about 3% of people who are leaving some of these programs are actually free of illegal drugs. And so, of course, you have to wonder if there's a way to improve things. Now, obviously, only time will tell with these kind of situations, but I mean, obviously, it's a matter that needs dealing with and needs improvements, and so some action is better than no action.
Chris Evans, Technical Director of Drug Aware. Now,